We're going to do a quick review today about these metallic watercolor cakes by Masters Touch. That is the in-house brand for Hobby Lobby. They tend to be a little cheaper than roughly the equivalent art supplies, and they're alright. I've used their alcohol markers before, and they turned out pretty okay. Like, you know, they're not Copics, but Copics, rather. But, you know, they're not bad for what they are. Let's see here. Per the back advertisement, we got silver, yellow, gold, copper, rose gold, and bronze. And it comes in this little tin here, so why don't we pop this open and see what's... Relatively easy to open. It's just a little tab. That's nice. Little plastic cover. This is just cardboard, it looks like. What are these little... Are these cups glued in place? No. They're... okay. It looks like they're just in these little plastic dishes. I mean, that's a pretty good size for watercolor tin. Like, it's not absolutely filled to the brim, of course. Well, anyway. Let's pull these out and give them a little swing. You know what, we're gonna just use this as a little tray. I need more water. Spray these down to get them activated. Alright, we're gonna let that soak for a bit. Hopefully you guys enjoy this different format. It's a little bit more of a live demonstration type of thing. Let's see, what kind of brush should we use to try these out? Well, cheap paint, cheap brush. We're gonna use a little artist brush, 3/8 chisel. That'll be lovely. Let's just kind of go through these one at a time and see how well they lay down. Get this nice and agitated. I want to give it its best chance possible, though isn't that pretty? Ooh, that's pretty good. These really metallic paints tend to not be the most dense. So when you lay them down, you just kind of have to leave them alone. Can't really mix them around too much or else the pigment will get lost. That's actually a pretty good start. Let's try to get this other one in now. By the way, I'm using a 3D printed brush cleaner here. It's not bad. I believe that's the rose gold. Now this is an interesting one. It's just metallic yellow. That's actually really good. That's got a good pigment to it. I think that's my favorite one so far, is this metallic yellow. The water is interesting. It's like kind of got that that one alcohol that has the shimmer in it. I forgot what it's called, but it's kind of got that look going on right now. That's a little more muddy than I would think. That's, or, well, that I would hope anyway. I'll have to see how that dries. And I think the last one here is the silver. It looks like it got pulled up a little bit here, so let me just re-agitate it. So I have high hopes for this one. Well, not bad. Really not bad. Okay, well, let's see. Let's try mixing extremes here. Let's go for this mixed into this. Obviously, it does not work all too well since it's pretty gritty particles. So I would not recommend mixing these per se. Let's switch over to a different brush. Let's do a pointed filbert. It's laying down a pretty decent line here. Let's zoom in a bit. Now after it dries, I'm thinking it'll make a pretty decent glaze. So like on this metallic yellow, maybe we can add some gold to it. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. We'll try adding that metallic yellow to other things. Let's see. Let's try this rose gold. Yeah, that works pretty okay. So, for these, I would not mix wet, but I would, do glazes or washes. So if you just let it dry first, let it settle, it'll turn out pretty okay. Let me quickly just actually show you how metallic this is, because from my angle it's beautiful, but from the camera it may not be as apparent. Let me just adjust this. Because they're actually very pretty. And it's like very, very obvious that they are metallic. I'm gonna do one more swatch of colors here, so just bear with me while I do that. I just wanted to point out how pretty this water was. Look at that. It's just got these swirls in it. Alright, I'm just gonna let these dry for a minute. You know what? Just for completionist purposes, I'm gonna do a little bit of an iridescent gold too, just to compare. Gotta say, that's actually pretty good showing. The cheap... this whole tin was $7, and I think that single tube, the single tube here, is $7. So take that how you will. Alright guys, I think that's pretty conclusive, honestly. These are some pretty fantastic metallics for the money. I'd definitely recommend it. And like I said, I would do layers. I would not try mixing these. These are a little too dense particle, or rather a little too thick particle wise. So they won't mix very nicely, just wet on wet. But if you let them dry, then add a new layer. I wouldn't scrub, but yeah, these are pretty good. Would recommend. If you found this video helpful, or if you just were entertained by it for a little while, please leave a like and subscribe to get more videos like this where I review traditional and digital art tools. See you later.